Yeah, the card for today, perfect timing. What is it? Babaji and yoga. Fabulous, beautiful, serene expression. And just that word, yoga. Yeah, we know it can be relied upon. As I said, it's the safe haven. Whatever conditions, whatever's going on in our lives, there's always yoga, and we'll always feel better. So, no excuses, right? And with that, the yoga bell. Just allowing ourselves to be with the yoga. It seems to be the theme of the day. When all else fails, get on the mat, or outside. It's even better outside to practice yoga. We're going to come seated somewhere in the middle is good, and have again finding our seat, have a little rock side to side. Already I'm to start to feel connected with my body and the ground. It's feeling that the surface of the body and the bones and all that connection and connective tissue. Everything is just working. It's a beautiful machine. Interlink the fingers, breathe in through the nostrils, and breathing out, push the hands up to the ceiling, extending through the elbows, long, long arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together slightly, lifted chest. Yeah, breathe. In through the nostrils, and let's have an out through the mouth here just to release. Yeah, feel that expansion happening in the chest area. One more breath in, and breathing out, lower the arms down slowly to the sides. Bring that left hand down to the left side. Breathing in, extend up to the right. Get a bit of extension through the right side of the body. So really feel the right ribs and the right waist is moving and expanding. And you can bend into the left elbow. And as you breathe out, reaching over the body with those fingers really extending over to the wall. Good. And looking up at the ceiling if your neck is okay, just to keep that arm, preventing it from falling in front of the face. And breathe into the side of the body. Keep the sitting bones both down. Keep the shoulder away from the ear. Yeah, breathe into that and breathe out. Use the inhale to lift you up. Exhale, lower that right arm down. Make contact with the right hand on the ground, fingers pointing forwards. Reach up to the left. Look up at that hand, reaching up. Inhale. And exhaling, reaching over the body, right into the fingertips there. So getting a lovely length. So the hips are settled down there, and they're sitting in the sitting bones, but everything from the hip is extending out from the hip. The waist, the ribs, the armpit, the forearm, the elbow, the fingers there, the upper arm. Everything is expanding right into the fingertips. Keeping that right shoulder away from the right ear, giving your neck some space. Keeping the neck in line with the spine. And use the inhale to come up. Exhale, the arm comes down. Now let's come into these lovely circling motions, and we'll bring in a bit of the humming bee, the Brahmari breath. So sitting tall to begin, lifting from the sternum, lift that chest, let that heart open a little bit. And we're going to come into these spirals and circles. So let the hands rest on the knees, give the knees a little bit of love, circling those knees to begin, just to get into that idea of spirals and circles, everything moving in a beautiful natural way. And then we're going to move the spine in a circle or spiral. As I said, lifting and lengthening to begin. Inhaling, feeling that length, exhaling, leaning forwards as far as you can, and around to the right as you inhale backwards, and exhale. The front half of the circle is exhaling. But really try and keep that chest above the base of the spine there, so we're not bending in the spine, and we're really keeping that integrity. So the front and the back of the body is holding you upright, and also all the time having a sense of lift, lift, lift. And we'll do the humming bee breath as well. Sorry about that one. Forgot about that one. So on the exhale, rather than breathing out, we're going to make that humming bee sound. So inhaling, next time you inhale, then exhaling. And we come back to center. Let's try the other way now. So with that hummingbee breath on the out breath. And when you come to the end of the out breath, just breathe in again and try again. Breathing in. Lengthen, lift the crown. Exhaling on the humming. Around to the left. Keep lifting up, out through the waist. Coming to the end of that hum, coming to center. Notice how that feels. Just feels like it's broken up a little bit of the hard surface shell, if you like. Insert the fingers in front of the body now. Good. Just loosen the shoulders up a little bit. Inhale through the nostrils into the chest, and then breathing out, take those hands forward, drop the head down. You're looking down at the feet there, and expand across the shoulder blades, across the upper back. So really taking the hands away from the chest, and the chest is dipping back away from the hands. Relax the back of the neck, let the head drop. So the whole back of the neck and across the tops of the shoulders is getting a bit of attention. It's getting a bit of encouragement to expand. Working with the breath, breathing in and out through the nostrils, maintaining the energy. One more breath in. And release the arms. Just lift the head up gently. Interlink the fingers behind the body. Let the hands just rest on the back there. Arms nice and relaxed. But neck is in line with the spine. So if you're leaning forward slightly here already, hopefully, the chest is sort of dominant here, pushing forward slightly. Breathing in to that chest, let it come forwards. And as you breathe out, you're going to just take the hands away and back, away from your back, and also slightly upwards. So you'll feel the shoulders pulling back and the chest going forwards, working kind of in opposition to each other. So expand and lengthen. It's almost like the heart is wanting to fly upwards here. So the front of the body is getting lots of length. Back of the neck is long, looking down at the space in front of your feet there. Fill the chest with air. Inhale broadly. Exhale and release. Let go all the breath. Empty out. One more breath in. And release. Let go of the hands. Good. Let's come into a twist. Right hand on left knee. Left hand behind. Come onto the fingertips. Stay facing forwards with your whole body, not just the face. Inhale, lift. Lift the sternum. Drop the shoulders. Back of the neck long. Exhaling. The belly is coming around to the left. Then the chest. Then the shoulder. Then the face and the eyes and the nose. And keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep that left arm that's behind you, keep it close to your back. You can try and get that forearm to make contact with the lower back. Yeah, keep lifting the chest, keep lengthening the back of the neck. Keep that engagement with the abdominals, so you're really lengthening through the body. Thinking about the crown, lifting to the ceiling. Breathe deeply, expressively. One more breath in. And breathe out softly, untwisting. Good. Right hand behind. Left hand on the right knee. Inhale, face forward, lengthen. Exhale, belly coming around to the right. Chest, ribs. Inhale, lengthen. Keep that head on top of the body. Exhaling, twisting around to your right. Keeping the shoulders down. Really drop the shoulders down and feel the neck is lifting up out of the shoulders. And the crown of the head is lifting up out of the neck. All the time, being with your breath. Being with the yoga. Breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, twisting a little deeper. One more breath in. Untwist to the front. Good. Yeah, have a little bit of a wriggle there. I'm going to come onto all fours here from this point. Change our position. Hands. Make connection with the ground. Nice bendy elbows, knees underneath the hips, feet flat behind. So let's do this lovely cat-cow position. Nice movement. Let's get the spine really, really snaky spine. So inhaling, look forwards, chest is exposed, so we're taking the shoulders back. It's almost looking upwards actually to the edge where the ceiling meets the wall. And as we breathe out, first of all, tucking the tailbone under, rippling up through the spine, arching the spine, chin comes to the chest, still breathing out, sit back into the heels. So we get this lovely dynamic version. Forearms and elbows come down. The inhale, the eyes and the chin is close to the ground. Inhaling, opening up again, and then rippling back down, lifting, arching the back, chin comes to the chest, breathing out, sit back into the heels, forearms down, inhale, come through low, coming up onto the hands, inhaling, opening the chest wide, and then tucking the tailbone under, exhaling, arching. When the chin's on the chest, sit back into the heels, breathing out that last bit of out breath. So they're making this lovely circling breath, circling body. Beautiful spirals and circles with the spine. Maybe just take your focus inwards for a moment. Close your eyes. Feel the movement of your spine aligned with your breath. Yeah, feel that harmonious nature of connection with the body, breath, paying attention with your mind. So we start to become more harmonious. We are more in the yoga. Union with the self, breathing in, breathing out. One more, breathing in. And as you breathe out, arching the spine, sitting back into the heels, emptying, looking back at the legs and just stretch the arms in front, bring the forehead down to the ground in pose of the swan. Relax the elbows down. In this position with the legs pressed on the thighs, the body pressed on the thighs rather, you can really expand into the back ribs, breathing in, open, expand your wings out. Really think about the spaces between the ribs, those intercostal muscles getting a bit of breath, expansion, creating space in the body. More space for you to exist. There. Spread the fingers wide. Look forwards towards the fingers. Come up on the inhale to all fours. And we're going to get still a bit more spine and movement. Exhaling, taking the hips forward, opening the chest. Inhaling, coming up to all fours. Exhaling, sit back. Send the sitting bone back. Push back with the hands. So we're moving and flowing. So the focus of our attention, our mind is focused on the smoothness and steadiness of the breath. A smooth, steady flow, like a smooth, steady flow of oil pouring from a can. This lovely smoothness. A movement, of course, creates flow. Movement creates flow. Movement creates ease in the body. Movement creates lubrication in the joints, more ease, more space. Inhaling with the breath, exhaling, empty out. So we increase our capacity. Breath, a constant ally, an anchor to this life. So we sit back into the heels once more, bring the forehead down, sweep the arms back into the pose of the child, back to the arms on the ground. Just see how that feels. Really just letting go, surrendering into the ground. Breathing deeply into the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Let it go. Let it go. Whatever is holding on, just let it go. Even just for now. It'll be there waiting for you. If it's not ready to move on, good. And we're just lifting the head up, rolling the spine up slowly as we come to kneeling briefly. Briefly kneeling, see how this feels for your body. Okay. Let's do my hands on the thighs there. If this feels very difficult, you can always place a cushion behind the knees, or even more than one cushion, or place it between the legs there and sit up. Otherwise, it's great for developing that flexibility in the front of the foot, and also a great position to sit for good digestion, so this is a great posture to bring into everyday life, rather than sitting on the sofa, get down on the carpet, get down on the ground, maybe just try some different positions. Your body will naturally want to move. So from here, we're going to come into a lunge. So bring the hands forwards. And we're going to take the weight onto the left side, the left knee and the left hand, and just bring that right foot forwards between the hands and then come up into a high kneeling position. If it feels a bit unbalanced, just widen the stance. Okay, so take that foot out to the right. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the palms together, breathing out, taking the hips forward, the arms are going back. So we really got that counter weight there. So you can press into the, not just the knee, so if you take some of the weight off the knee by pressing into the top of the foot, that really helps. But if it feels a bit sharp on the knee, just pad it up, put a blanket or a cushion, or just double up the mat a little bit. Looking up to the ceiling, arms are going back, opening the chest, chest and the heart is flying upwards. And then we're going to just release that, breathing in and breathing out. And then bring the hands down either side of that right foot, and we're going to lengthen the right leg. So pushing the big toe into the ground, feeling the right hips lifting away and upwards, getting a nice long right leg there. And letting the body just relax down to the right leg. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Breathing out fully, releasing on the out breath. And then come back to that kneeling position. Put the weight onto the left hand again and bring that right knee back. And then put the weight onto the right hand, put onto the left fingertips, put the weight on the right knee, bring the left foot forward. Okay. Breathing in, lift the arms up, palms together, palms go back. As you breathe out, the hips are going forwards. So really, if you look at the left knee, it's not really going, it's trying to stay above the left ankle. So you press into the left foot and press into the top of the right foot as well as the right knee. So really keeping a strong right thigh, strong right buttock. Look up at the ceiling if your balance allows you. Lifting and lengthening the whole of the spine. So rather than just bending in one place, we create a lovely even bend throughout the spine. Good. Breathing in, come back up. Breathing out, lower the arms down, bring the hands down either side of the left foot. And then we're just going to lengthen the left leg. So pushing the big toe into the ground and really feeling the left hip is reaching away from this big toe. So making a lovely long diagonal line, letting the body relax down on the out breath. So grounding that big toe down. It might want to lift up. Mine wants to lift up. Really feel you're pressing into the earth as if you want to make a big dent, an impression in the earth or the mat. That really helps that lengthening process. Creating space in the left leg and the back. Now coming up on the inhale and release on the exhale. Come up again onto this high kneeling. And we're going to come onto both knees now. So we're going to come into a gate. So again, lengthening in the side. So first of all, bring that right foot up. I would say do it in stages is better, but if you're happy, you can take that out. You can just come from here and go straight out. But I like to sometimes just do it in 2 stages. And we'll have the foot pointing out, directly out to the side. So make sure your hip is above your knee. Your left hip is above your left knee rather than leaning over. So you're kind of, leaning and out of alignment. So we're thinking about being nice and upright. Again, you can pad up that knee. Foot is flat behind here. Right foot pointing out. Right hand on the right thigh. So strong thigh. Don't push the knee back. Breathing in, extend up through the left. Reaching up and breathing out. We're going to slide down that right leg and reaching over the body as far as you feel is comfortable. You find a point where you think, okay, that's my edge. So everything is very engaged here. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. Use the inhale to bring you back up. Exhale, lower the arm down. Good. And then you can bring that right knee. Have a little moment to sit back, just to transition. See how that feels. Also getting a bit more kneeling practice. And then come up again on both knees. And we bring that left foot to the ground and then send it out to the side. Left toes pointing out to the side, making sure that right hip is above the right knee. Sitting or very tall. And now we're going to take the left hand onto the left thigh, reaching up through the right. Stretch the right fingers to the ceiling and then reaching over the body, slide that left arm down the leg. So it's a straight arm, that left arm. Neck is nice and long, shoulders are down away from the ears. Look up at the ceiling on the inside of that right arm if that feels okay for you. Breathe with this. So moving slowly, checking you're not pushing that knee back. That can be a tendency here. Don't lock it up. Breathe. Lots of length in the right side of the body. Breathing into the chest. Good. Use the inhale to come back up. Reaching up. Exhale, lower that right arm down. And bring that left knee back. Sit back into the heels for a moment. Okay. So let's bring the hands forward again. I'm just going to sit back for a moment just to get this distance, because we're going to come into downward dog. So extend the arms forward, bring the forehead down. Now we're going to come back up onto all fours. This is a good distance rather than tabletop for the downward dog. Tuck the toes under, breathing in. Lift the knees up, breathing out. Push into the hands. You're pressing those hands back, lifting the tail away. Let's have the knees bent. I'm keen on getting this back lengthened before we start thinking about the hamstrings, backs and the thighs, because they're often more difficult. So let's really get that length on the whole body, from the fingertip to the base of the spine. Imagine your tail being pulled back and upwards. Really lifting and lengthening, making the breath is moving in the chest. We're tucking the tummy in, and then we're going to get the legs a bit more active by bending the right knee, putting the left heel down, bending the left knee, putting the right heel down. Still creating lots of space in the upper body between the shoulder blades. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe deeply. Just enjoy this kind of moving and creating space gradually. And then find a stillness with that. See where the heels want to come to. But still focusing on the length of the spine. Now we walk feet towards the hands. Bend the knees, let the body hang. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out for the mouth. Release the neck, just turning the head as if you're saying no. Just really give it some space there. Keep those knees bent. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh, make some sound. And then we're going to lift from the base. Feel that invisible thread just tugging and lifting. Keep breathing in and out. Make this very slow. It's like a little flower growing, pushing up from the earth. Little stalk getting energy, rising up, getting filled up and revived and renewed as you come to standing. Feel the heart lifting, feel the shoulders sitting back, feel the feet sinking into the earth, feel the crown lifting up into the skies. Good. And just take a moment to stand. Standing. Lift the toes and place those down. Really let them spread out. Lift the heels. Lift them high and then place them down. Bring the sides of the feet together. Let's just get this energy kind of balanced. That's what we're here for today. Breathing in. So the sides of the feet and the legs are together. Breathing in strongly. Lift the arms up, interlink the fingers, stretch those hands up to the ceiling, squeeze the arms either side of the head, lift the heels high, inhaling and holding. Making the body really long, but also press together, pressing toward the center line. We're like a torpedo. Yeah. Breathe out slowly through the nostrils, releasing, and letting the hands come down, letting the heels come down softly, softly, softly. So we get those two very different sensations, the polarity of that. Again, inhaling strongly through the nostrils, lift the heels high. It's a strong movement, squeeze and hold the breath in. And then softly let the breath out through the nostrils, heels coming down, arms coming down, softly floating down to the sides. Beautiful, coming down to the earth, heel down to the earth. One more. Strong inhale. Let's make this very distinctly different. Into the nostrils, stretch up, squeeze the arms together, lift the heels as high as you can from the ground, pushing off the toes, hold the breath in. And breathing out softly, release. It's like let go of the fingers, hands coming down, arms coming down, heels coming down, feeling the ground, really sinking into that ground. Good. Take the feet apart, widen the shoulders, knees bent, and we're going to loosen this all up. Just turning on our center and allowing the air and the space around us to soften our bodies. Yeah, just feeling that softening and loosening process. Feel the space that your body is occupying and the space around the body. Moving in this space. Good. Let the arms slowly come to a stop. Give the lower back a little bit of a treat. Pummeling it with the backs of the hands. Kind of lean forward slightly with the knees bent, just so you can get into that. Exposing it, kind of exposes the back a little bit more. Maybe make some sound, why not? Breathing in. Make the sound on the out breath. Yeah. Get those knuckles either side of the spine there, and just get that energy rising up. Get that bright, sparky kind of energy, kundalini, rising up through the Sushumna, through the center, coming out through the crown, showering over the body. And let's bring that energy into the heart space. Fingers firmly, kind of stimulating this whole chest area into the center. Make some sound again. Often at the end of the day, it's good just to release some sound. Feel your body is like a sound-making machine, like an instrument. Give the sides a little rub there, just for a good feeling. Good. Shake the hands out. Okay, rub the palms together. I'm just giving a bit of warmth to the fingers and hands. Let's take the hands around the ears. Just give the ears a little squeeze with the index finger and the thumb, just kind of unraveling that edge of ear. So just squeezing and pulling gently around the edge and pulling those lobes, squeezing them a little bit, just do that a few times in the lobes. That often feels very nice just to do that. And also the jaw. Let's do this little energy yawn. So really getting into the mouth and the jaw there, just kind of massaging and open the mouth and kind of make as if you're going to yawn. And you probably will yawn. And this is what's called the energy yawn. So make some sound. Yeah, just feel that release coming into that jaw. Yeah, good. And we're just going to move a little bit. So we're going to get the legs moving a little bit more. So bring the heels to the backside, just to get that energy moving, balance it out a little bit. Get a bit of heat in the legs as well. A bit of self-motivation, kicking ourselves in the backside in a nice way, and then lifting the knees really high and quickly, keeping this abdominals engaged. As you do that, keeping the chest open, shoulders down, back of the neck long. Yeah, moving the legs really quickly, lifting the knees really high, and out to the sides now. Yeah, oh, that feels good, just to get those sides of the hips a little bit more lively, waking them up a little bit. Yeah, combating the sitting. It's the sitting that we do in our modern life, so we're just going to combat that with movement, with just releasing and opening those areas. In fact, thinking about sitting, there's front of the hips, hip flexors often get a lot of tightness, so we're just going to rub a bit of tension, stimulation there. Feels loads better already. Feet hips width apart, parallel. We're going to step back into triangle. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right. Right angles with the feet. Get the hips level to themselves and the long edge of the mat in front of you. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, palms are wide, shoulders are sitting back nicely. Breathing out, reaching right over to the left with your fingertips and then down. Soften those knees. Make contact with the left leg. Reach up away with the right hand. Keep dropping the shoulders down away from your ears. And as a contrast to that, what helps drop the shoulders down is opening the chest, of course. Good. Breathe deeply. Again, this opening of the chest, opening the fronts of the shoulders, are a great contradiction for all the sitting and, you know, arms thrust forward into laptops or driving often. So breathe. Feel this lovely openness coming into the side waist and into the hip nice and strong, holding that right buttock supporting. Everything is supporting each other. This is the yoga. Everything connected, harmonious. Breath connecting all of it. Use the inhale to come up, maybe bending into the left knee to soften that. Exhale, arms coming down. Beautiful. And bend into the right knee and gently spring to the front of the mat. Shift the weight to the right, step back with the left. Get the hips nice and square. Point the tail down, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Fingers spread wide, heart, a big smile across the heart. Breathing out, reaching over to the right and down. Yeah, really think about the big, broad smile across your chest of the heart and the heart space. See if it brings a smile to your face. And smiling is good because it's releasing the tension. So it's great. Smiling is very much in alignment with yoga. Good. Lifting the left fingers to the ceiling, dropping the left shoulder back, softening the knees there slightly. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. The breath being the connector of everything. Focus for the mind, creating space in the body, connecting us with our physical being, our aliveness. Use the inhale to come up, bending into that right knee, and then exhaling, softening, and the arms floating down. Bend into the left knee, come back to the front of the mat. Okay. Let's come into a warrior one. We're going to step backwards just for a change. So be ready for this. You can always take a couple of steps back. Weight on the left foot. I'm going to take a big step back with the right. And it could be a couple of steps, or you could step back with the right and then always shuffle that left foot forward. That's always allowed. Widen the stance if you need to, but most importantly, position of the hips. Right hip forward, left hip back. Try and get that right heel down, so strong right leg. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Palms are facing each other, there's space between them. Fingertips to the ceiling, shoulders down. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. Always strong on that right foot. So we've got that dynamic going on. Left knee goes forwards and the right heel pushes back. These two opposing, or these two forces moving away from each other. So we have that lovely dynamic. We are feeling and we are holding that dynamic in our bodies. And looking up at the space between the hands, if you feel that's okay for your neck. Otherwise, you can just look forwards with a nice long neck, chin slightly tucked in. Lifting the chest. Breathe. Keep lifting the fingers to the ceiling. Keep dropping the base of the spine to the ground. Breathe. Use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. And again, we're going to come into a forward bend over this outstretched leg. So this is going to be, again, extending the left leg. So you can either hold the back, breathe in and come forwards, or extend up, breathe in and come forwards. Breathing out. Soften that left knee as you come forwards. Hands land, or fingertips land either side of the left foot. You can bend that left knee if you need to at the beginning. And then lengthening this left leg again. Pushing the big toe into the ground and lengthening right up into the left hip. So we've already done this a little bit today, so maybe it feels a bit different now. And the body's coming down gradually towards that left leg. So again, think about the big toe, the left big toe, making a pressure, an indentation in the mat. Pressing into the ground. Breathe. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Then bending into the left knee, walk the hands up the body, nice and easy and softly. And then we're going to step forward with that right foot. There. Put the weight onto the right foot now and a big step back with the left into warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. And you can always move the feet around to make yourself more comfortable. Get the right hip back, left hip forwards. Keep that tailbone pointing down, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up, palms facing each other. Drop the shoulders down, lift the chest. Bending into the right knee as you breathe out. Right knee is going forward, left heel pushing back. So you get that connection, that relationship between the two. And moving away from each other, they're connected. They're creating that dynamic, that stability. This dynamic creates the stability. Same with balances. We have this dynamic between 2 points, then it creates that stability. Look up at the space between the hands, lifting the chest. Keep pressing into that back foot. Keep sinking the body downwards. Keep the tummy tucked in as much as you can. It's tricky in this position to keep that strong belly holding in and pointing the tailbone down. This is where we're aiming towards, when we're moving towards. Breathe. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, hands on the back or extended up on the inhale and exhaling forwards. Soften that knee as you come forwards, breathing out as you come down. Fingers make connection with the ground somehow. Now we're going to lengthen this right leg. Push the big toe into the ground. Reach that right hip away from the big toe. Again, the dynamic working here. Also, this sense of having 2 points moving away from each other in space, opposing each other, really helps us to keep a focus. Because, our mind has a tendency to wander off. So we keep bringing it back. And it's the recall, it's the rate of recall that's really what we want to try and improve. So if you're noticing, I'm just noticing more and more how much my mind is distracted, it's a good thing. It means you're noticing more, you're becoming more aware of that because it's happening all the time. Breathe, let the body relax down to that right leg, lengthening. Breathing deeply, emptying out the air on the exhale. And then bending the right knee, walking the hands up that leg and stepping forwards, nice and easy. Good. Let's have a little moment to come into ragdoll. So, having a look at your feet, bending the knees. As you're looking at the feet, the chin's dropped to the chest, you're sliding the hands down, the legs, you're breathing in and out through the nostrils. Really give weight to the upper body, to the earth, letting the hands reach to the earth, letting them flop into the earth. Knees are bent, legs are strong. Everything hanging forwards. See if you can feel and experience the weight of your upper body. Breathing in through the nostrils. Sighing out through the mouth. Let it go, let it go. Really let it go. Really feel the weight of the arms, the shoulders hanging there. And we'll have a little bit of a sway here just to see if it can free up the back even more. So moving the weight into the right foot, slowly transitioning the weight. See how slowly you can do that to the left foot. So moving it into the left, putting all the weight into the left foot, and then back again. And just moving as slowly as you can. And you'll feel as you move the weight from the left to the right to the left, your body is going with that. Maybe it's bringing some bit of extra release to the lower back there. And come to a stillness. And then slowly lift from the base of the spine again. Let the arms hang. Slowly, slowly uncurl. Keep breathing in and out the whole time. As you roll up, and the hips come forward, the belly, the chest, rolling up. Beautiful. Good. How about some balance? I'm going to come into dancer balance. So I was just looking for a wall or a pillar you can press into. If you have a wall or you have some furniture, you can press into that, but always with an extended arm rather than kind of restricting yourself. So we're going to come onto the left foot. Put all the weight on the left foot. When you're ready, lift the right foot off the ground and take hold of it. If for any reason you can't reach that foot, some of you that we're not there yet, a trouser leg, or even sometimes it's just a matter of it's a tiny bit that you can't quite reach, and holding onto the sock if there's a sock there. But a trouser leg is always good and gives you a bit more space. Inside or outside grip. Thumb is going backwards on the inside grip. Connect the thumb and the first finger, standing, not gripping with the left toes. Inhaling, lifting those left fingers to the ceiling, reach up, lengthen up the body, and then we're going to lean forwards, pivoting from the hip there. extend the fingers forward and then start to, again, that dynamic which helps the balance, kick the right toes towards the ceiling, opening the whole back up, opening the front of the body, and keep breathing. Breathe and keep that strong dynamic. That will really help you keep stable. Breathe. One more breath in and out. Stay with it. Breathing in, coming up, breathing out, lowering the arm down, and lower the leg down slowly. Well done, good. It's not an easy balance, and it will feel different at different times, and one side is going to feel better than the other, etc. But it's all practice. This is the point is the practice, not if you're doing good or not good. Bringing the weight onto the right foot, taking hold of the left foot when you're ready. So the knees are kind of level rather than that knee being forwards. Then we get a nice stretch on that left thigh, on that quad. Inside or outside grip. Connect the thumb and the first finger and extend the other fingers out. It's mudra there. Breathing in, extend that right arm up and extending out on the exhale, reaching forwards, looking forwards where the fingers are going and taking the left heel away from the buttock. The left toes are going to the ceiling, opening the front of the body. Really feel that sense of opening and this dynamic which helps that balance. Good, straightening up the standing leg. If you're gripping, let's see if you can ungrip. Feel all the wobbles that are happening, breathe deeply. Good. Then use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, lower the arm down and release that foot. And give both the legs a little shake there. Yeah, shake the arms as well. In fact, let's give our whole body a shake. So feet stay on the ground, knees are going, then the hips, and then the shoulders. We'll make some sound again. Let's just shake everything up. Ah, good. Okay. Well, we're going to do a few little half sun salutes here before we come to the ground, just to get everything moving around, evened up, balancing the energy. So we bring our hands to the heart center, feet to hips width apart, lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels high as you can, place them down. So you feel the energy in your feet, soften the knees. Really think about tailbone pointing down. So we got ourselves really open and ready. Breathe in and breathe out. Now we can breathe in and breathing out, pointing to the ground, breathing in, lifting the arms up and breathing out, taking the hands to the side, bend the knees slightly, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, straighten the legs, arms back, hands just on the knees or below. Look forwards, exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot, push up through the feet, lift the eyes, lift the hands, inhaling all the way up, exhaling. Inhale, look up, exhale, bend the knees, chest comes forward, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, look forwards, chest opens, legs, arms and back straight. Exhale, forward bend, looking at the ground, bend the knees a lot. Immediately your eyes lift into the ceiling with fingers, inhaling and exhaling, coming down. Beautiful and simple. This is really balancing up the energy, the inhale, the exhale, the body. All the important, particularly this area here, this lower back, hamstrings. Exhale, bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Push up through those strong legs. Makes us very engaged with our whole body and filling it with air, with space, getting very engaged with our breath as well. Inhale, exhale. Chest is leading, face is leading, chin is leading, fingertips to the ground, knees are slightly bent. Then the knees or the legs straighten up. As you lift your hands toward your knees, look up, open the chest, take the shoulders back, exhale, forward bend, straight legs. Really get a stretch in the hamstrings, bend the knees a lot, breathing in. Fill yourself with space and air. Exhale, arms come down, softening, softening, softening as the hands come to the sides or fingertips touch there. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do this really slowly and mindfully. Fingertips. Inhale. It's more challenging doing these slowly. Exhale, forward bend, looking at the toes. Bend the knees a lot, looking upwards. Inhale, lift the fingers where the eyes want to look. And exhale, arms coming down slowly. I think we can do another one of these. Inhale, slowly. Fill yourself with breath. Exhale. Breathing out, diving down. Fingertips touch the ground, knees are bent. Knees straighten up, look forwards, pressing on the knees. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, forward bend. Really lift the tail to the ceiling. Now bend the knees and lift the eyes to the ceiling. Inhale. Breathing out, finally arms come down to the sides. This thing moving around, bring the hands together. Go stand Tadasana, Anjali Tadasana. So feel your feet, give the toes a little wiggle, have a look at them. And then soften the knees. If your habit is to lock them, soften them. Position of the pelvis, just moving the pelvis back and forth, a little rock, and finding that position where you're pointing the tailbone down, strong belly, engaged, front of thigh slightly. Lift the chest towards the thumbs there. Drop the shoulders back at the same time. So you're lifting here. It's almost lifting, lifting. Top, the crown is lifting, the feet are sinking down. So we're getting very long, expanding in both directions. Breathe, pressing the palms together lightly, evenly. Close the eyes. Anjali Tadasana. Good. Breathe and feel your centeredness, feel your connectedness to your earth and your own center. Feel the yoga, the breath moving. Sense of yourself, your experience. Everything moving around you being experienced by you. Steady, calm, eternal. Relax and soften. We're going to come down to the ground. We're going to come down in a squat. So you come out and come to the top of the mat. Lift the arms up in front. Extend the fingers, extend the arms, but bring the shoulders back. So nice and engaged. Inhaling, exhaling, the bottom's going back and the fingers are going forwards, moving away from each other. Again, this sense of dynamic. And this is our, the yoga, which is containing all of it. The yin and the yang, positive, negative, dark and the light. Yeah. The in-breath and the out-breath, sun and the moon, all of it. Bring the legs together, toes pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to come into a forward bend. Simple forward bend. Simple. Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's a complicated, it's hard work, the forward bend, and it's challenging. Bring the bottom back a little bit just to give ourselves all the help we need. Spread the toes, have a look at those toes. Keep engaged with those toes. Breathing in, lift the arms up, fingertips going to the ceiling. Watching those fingertips as they go forward, but the chest is also going forwards. In fact, the chest is the leading part. The arms are just following there. Rest the hands either on the ground or on the legs there. Coming away a little bit to lengthen the spine. Opening the chest coming forwards, towards the toes. Chest coming towards the toes, not the knees. We're just kind of going to completely jump over the knees. Bypass the knees. Go straight to the big toes. Close your eyes and let's just feel into this. Feel that resistance. And rather than wishing that resistance wasn't there or trying to push against it, know that resistance is taking care of you. It's stopping you, preventing you from going further than you are able to. It's going, stop just there, because we haven't gone much further than that. So this is where we're at. And let's just accept that, get used to that. And then the body will give you a bit more. Once you practice a few times, it's kind of getting familiar. So it's familiarizing. The body needs to have a bit of familiarity. That's practice. And breath, it needs breath. It needs to be spoken to in a kind voice, which is the breath. You speak with a kind voice to the body with the breath. The out breath saying, it's okay, you can relax, let go. Yeah, body responds there, you can feel it. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, arms come down. Just take the hands back behind you. Fingers pointing forwards. And you can either lift the chest, coming onto this little back bend here. Or if you want something a little bit stronger, you can turn the volume up, put the feet on the ground, come up into a tabletop and hold there for a few breaths. Or if you feel strong today, you can come up into a hip lift. Breathing in, lift. the hips off the ground, pressing the feet into the ground, looking up at the ceiling. Strong on the arms there, and also the whole body is getting engaged here, but we're opening up the front of the body. One more breath in, low down slowly to the ground. Give the legs a little bit of a bounce there. Let's loosen them up, it's always nice. And then we're going to extend the fingers toward the toes and slowly lay the body down, breathing in and out through the nostrils, keeping that, again, that kind of connection between the fingers and the toes. They're just slowly kind of saying goodbye to each other, but they're just holding on, they're just holding on. And you're breathing in and out the whole time just to kind of keep that softness around that slowness. And let it all go once your back is on the ground. Yeah. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And just hug the knees. Bring the knees into the chest and have a little rock side to side. Side to side, first of all. Give your back some attention. And then maybe drawing a circle with the knees. So the hands on top of the knees, drawing a circle there. Inhaling as your knees go away from you. Exhaling as you draw the knees in. This is going to feel good for your whole lumbar region. Inhaling, exhaling. Again, giving the breath to this. So it makes us slow down and become more mindful. And the breath is everything. Breathing in, take the knees away the other way and bring it back into the body. So we're going anti-clockwise now. Inhaling, exhaling. And if you want to get a bit bigger, if you feel like actually I really need to get down there, I just a little bit of a twinge, I want to just kind of feel that part of my body, then take the knees away and let go and your hands free a little bit there, but breathing still, inhaling and exhaling. A really big circle if you want to. Or you can equally, you can just keep a very small circle if you want to stay on a very particular area. Small circle. Hug the knees. Extend the legs up, extend the arms up. Just taking the weight off the legs and arms. It's a nice way of looking at it. Pushing the heels to the ceiling and then pointing the toes. And we do the same things with the wrists. So we're going to push the hands to the ceiling, push the heels to the ceiling. And then we're going to take the other direction. So pointing the toes and also bending the wrists the other way. So we're just going to bring a bit of energy into these joints, and then we're going to rotate them. Now we've livelied them up, rotate the wrists and the ankles. Lovely spirals, enjoy that. And then taking the other direction in spirals. And then probably your legs might start to feel heavy, so we're going to bring them back down again. So hug the knees again. Put the feet on the ground, slide the legs away. We'll do a little sequence here just to slow everything down. So hands either side of the body here. Inhaling, the arms come up. Let the hands rest there, the arms rest there. Exhaling, push the back into the ground, draw the knees up. Inhaling, push the heels up. Exhaling, draw the knees in. Inhaling, extend the legs away, or you can slide the feet away if that's better for you. And exhaling, arms come forward. So we'll do this a few more. Hands arrive on the ground, then the inhale begins. Inhaling. Fill the body with space. Exhaling, push the back into the ground, draw the knees up. Inhaling, push the heels up. Exhaling, knees come into the chest. Inhaling, legs extend away. Exhaling, arms come forward. Let's do one more of these. Inhaling. Exhaling, draw the knees up. Inhaling, extend the heels up. Exhaling, draw the knees in. Inhaling, extend the legs away. Exhaling, arms come forwards. Hands rest on the ground at the end of that exhale. And then you may just want to, again, draw the knees in. And just hug the knees nice and easily. Breathe. In through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Put the feet on the ground, slide the legs away. The arms away from the body, lying in Shavasana. And we're just going to chant the mantra Om a few times as we're lying here, and we move into our relaxation. So if you prefer, you can always have your legs up on the furniture, your sofa there or a chair, or you can lie in semi-supine. the feet on the floor and the knees falling together if that's more comfortable for your back. Otherwise, just lift the chest, place it down, arms away from the sides, feet fall away from each other, space between the heels. We're lying in the corpse. Shavasana, close your eyes, breathing into the nostrils, then chant the mantra Om 3 times. And just let yourself be still and quiet for a couple of minutes here. If you want to cover yourself with anything, blanket or a shawl, feel free to do that. Keeping your eyes closed, most importantly. Eyes are closed. Feel at ease and give yourself to the relaxation. Let it go. Breathing in and breathing out. And just let it all go. Feel your body sinking down into the earth, being held by this earth. Whatever chaos or changes are around, feel a sense of being able to let go and be held by the earth. Allowing yourself, the more you relax, the more nurtured your body and mind will become. Just lying for a few moments quietly, feeling that replenishing energy as you breathe in and out through the nostrils, softly. And so we come to the end of the practice. Just gently, be gentle with yourself as you adjust and transition back into waking state. Give yourself a stretch, roll around on the ground a little bit, just enjoying your body. Opening your eyes, taking your time. Yeah, breathe a little deeper, move and stretch. Breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Maybe hug your knees, roll onto your side. Do whatever feels natural and useful for you. And slowly make your way to seated. Slowly take your time. When you are seated, just looking around, taking your attention out, just feeling your body, the outside edges. I'm feeling a sense of gratitude for this body, for this life. Appreciation for this body. And then rub the palms together. Take some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. Place those hands over the heart. Close your eyes one last time. And bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention or resolve. Say those words to yourself. Take them deep into the heart and feel them being nourished and encouraged by the heart space. Good. Thank you so much for your practice today. Namaste.